Live, and no one's here yet. Oh, wala pang tao.
Ayun, si Bruce.
What up,
What's
Father
up?
Bruce?
Hey, Bruce.
How are you? Init na ulit. Again. Oh, we got a lot of things to talk about. Doc G, what up? Got Franz, our newest patron.
What up, friends?
What's up, friends?
Dr. G.
Only friends.
Thank you for your support, Franz.
Ganda ng pasok niya.
Good luck, Bruce. Hope it all
Bruce,
turns out
pa-manifest
well.
mo kay Rowan. Siyang great manifester natin, di ba?
Mac, what up?
Boss
Just saw
Mac.
It was Saturday.
What's
D
up, Mac?
Prime.
D Prime is here.
Oh, si D Prime.
Rowan pa manifest. Bruce, kaya mo yan. We'll make that happen, man.
Yeah, France came in an
That
interesting
is not
time.
manifesting Rowan. That is wishing him luck. That's different.
Albert also wants a manifestation. I'm on Albert. I manifest that you are able to survive your peak work season. We all can survive. Seen worse. I believe in you.
Yeah. Hawakan nyo lang yung screen, and sabay-sabay tayo magsabi, yayaman tayo.
Hell yeah.
Yep, we're gonna talk about that later, Bruce.
Couldn't have time to watch the Despy Invitational. Just barely got to see the minion, Doc Chi. Yeah, it's a fun show by all accounts. Happened on Monday, Bruce. Yep. Day after Dominion.
Who's ready for story time?
What's going on? This is Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed.
Let me talk to you.
Hello, WWE Universe in the Philippines. This is Charlotte.
Adam!
Hey everyone, this is Jeff Cobb.
I have to finish the story.
We are pretty deadly. Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Run!
Bang! The sniper is shooting you down. This is TMDK's Robbie Eagles.
Hey, this is the Cosmic Cactus, Paul London.
Hello, my name is Ilya Dragunov, the Czar, the NXT champion, and you're listening to...
And you're listening to...
And you're listening...
And you are listening...
And you're listening
to the Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
To the Wrestling Podcast. Yeah.
You are watching and listening to the longest running weekly episodic Filipino wrestling podcast. This is the Wrestling Podcast. Stan C, Ro Moran, Ro and ASH all checking in for our regular Thursday live stream. Sobrang ganda ng bagong Wrestling Podcast t-shirt on Ro, which he's wearing right now. And like some of you in the chat were asking, diba, ang dami natin pag-uusapan. That's actually one of the first things that we got to let you know about, because this brand new t-shirt is brought to us by our friends from Everybody's Toys and Collectibles. So shout out to Dwayne Manalastas and his team / family for hooking us up with the first batch of shirts, which we distributed among the patrons ng KTV night nung Sabado. So thank you as well to our patrons for showing up and hanging out with us, having a great old time. And you can already get the brand new Wrestling Podcast t-shirt over on tinyurl.com/WWP t-shirt. Babyface producer Jasper, we have a new banner. We have a new ticker for the website ng t-shirt sales natin. So let's put that on the screen. Lagyan natin sa screen. Yon, there. You can get your shirts at tinyurl.com/WWP t-shirt. Syempre, like everything that we shill on the show, the proceeds from the shirt can help keep us doing what we do here to, be a part of your weekly wrestling diet. So, nandyan din yung size chart. If you're wondering, kami ni Ro, we wear medium. So, US size siya, medyo malaki. Rowan, anong size mo sa t-shirt na to?
3X ako.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So yun, just find yourself na lang siguro in that range. Si Chino is wearing a 5X. So yun, we go as small as, I believe, extra small. So if we get 10 orders, we can immediately start producing the next batch and then ship them out, hopefully by the first or second week of July. Speaking of Everybody's Toys and Collectibles, they also want to let you guys know that they're going to be at ToyCon over the weekend. So plug natin yan, yung kanilang appearance there. They will be there all throughout June 14 to 16 at booth wrestling merch and figures. And if you are an active paying patron of the Wrestling Podcast, they've got a discount for you. All you have to do is show proof that you are currently an active patron. And they will give you a discount on the wrestling shirts that they've got. So another exclusive perk for our patrons here on the podcast. Again, Everybody's Toys and Collectibles at booth 55 ng ToyCon from June 14 to 16. We've also got our June 2024 Pasabay Run. Ro, let's tell them all about it.
All right, guys. We people have been asking really about how you can get your merch we get from online stores, from WWE Shop AEW, Pro Wrestling Tees. This is it. People have been wondering how to avail of these legit merchandise, and this is how you can do it. Go to tinyurl.com/June 2024 Pasabay to spell that out. That's JUNE 2024 PASABY for those listening at home, and we'll tell you how you can order from there. All you gotta do is click on the link and make a down payment of 500 pesos, and we'll take care of the rest once you punch in your order. And if you're a patron, you get exclusive rates na mas pabor sa inyo.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's already 2 of the patron perks na nilayout namin here on the podcast. For everything else, like yung mga usapan natin sa Discord, getting to hang out with us, having the watch parties, being part of KTV night, all of that and more over on patreon.com/wrestling podcast for as low as $5 or 270 pesos a month. Last thing to plug, Ro, happy Ro noises for Blast TV.
Blast TV. R.I.P. Samantha Irvin. I'm just kidding. Blast TV is the place you can find the latest episodes of your favorite WWE weekly television programs, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. It's all there. And syempre, other stuff as well, like comedies such as The Office, The Good Place, so other sports leagues. The NBA Finals is not shown on Blast TV, but regular season games. NFL starting up again soon in a few months. So you can watch the live NFL action there and every weekend. And the EuroLeague is also showing. Derv has been looking for coverage of the EuroLeague 2024 in Berlin. It's all there. All the rounds are there. A lot of good stuff on Blast TV, guys. www.blasttv.ph or app.blasttv.ph. It's free for Converge and Globe at Home subscribers. For everyone else, it's 179 pesos. Super mura yan, guys. Let's patronize it and make sure that WWE knows that there is a viewership of legit wrestling content over in the Philippines via Blast TV. Right? Again, it's app.blasttv.ph or www.blasttv.ph. Thanks, guys.
All right, let's start with some wrestling talk, and we're going to start with the United States champion Logan Paul having WWE Hall of Famer and former U.S. President / current presidential candidate Donald Trump on his podcast, Impulsive. So, man, so much to unpack in this photo alone, let alone an entire hour of these two personalities getting into it on this podcast.
Yeah, tawag doon. A tweet that I saw or a post on Threads that I saw sums it up by saying that just when Logan Paul amassed a lot of goodwill with wrestling fans and people in general, especially WWE fans, he goes and squanders it with this stunt. So nobody likes this. You might be surprised, but a good number of WWE fans skew left, and it's not. You don't have to skew left to hate Trump. Like Trump is a universally defiled, vilified personality in the U.S. So talagang all of this is a bad idea. It's almost or probably as bad as idea as him shooting content in the Japanese suicide forest. So really, really bad idea all around. Nobody asked for this. Nobody wanted this. People were cheering for Logan Paul, and he goes and does this. He obviously is catering towards yung mga far right maniacs who still want Donald Trump, the conservatives of the world, who idolize Trump because syempre sila ulo sila. So I don't know. I don't know how WWE plans to address this, whether they should address it, especially when it's gathering so much fat and backlash. On one hand, you can say that, syempre, this is heel heat. You can do anything that you want as long as you get the terrible reaction. And I guess it makes sense then when you are a heel that everyone cheers. You got to find a way to get booed by the audience. So I guess ginawa nito, but it's a monumentally bad idea. I feel like it's a massive PR disaster, massive PR liability for the WWE. And if I were them, I would, drop the championship to Logan Paul, to LA Knight right away post haste. This is not a good look at all. Rowan, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I'm disappointed because if Logan Paul is being compared to Jake Paul, people would always say that Logan is the more mature one. And I thought for the past years, nagbago na siya. Pero it's disappointing na parang he's still the same guy who would do things like this for the views. Obviously, magagarner siya ng views because of this. Pero while he's working in the WWE and he's the current WWE United States champion, I believe this will cause a split na parang, oh no, I'm not gonna support this guy anymore after all the things that he has been doing as a wrestler. It's really disappointing. So yeah, you're right. Maybe it's time for Logan Paul to drop the title.
Yeah, WWE had just gotten to move away from the whole Saudi Arabia controversy, the PR controversy. Na-normalize in Saudi Arabia. But they do this, and it's almost it's a lot worse because people understand how terrible Donald Trump is. So obviously they're not going to punish Logan Paul like outright, They're not gonna cancel him from inside. But if Logan Paul drops the championship anytime soon, you will know that this is why.
All right. So from one United States champion to a
Yeah.
former United States, you would have noticed na Braun Breaker attacked Ricochet out in the parking lot and even slammed him through a windshield, reportedly through real glass. Di natin alam kung ano ba talaga yung glass situation. But what we do know is this is related to yung pinag-usapan natin last week that Ricochet was reportedly on his way out of WWE pag nag-expire na yung contract niya over the summer. Now, we don't know when the exact expiry date is. Yung PW Insider, they were reporting just today that
I know. When was it? Tell us when. All right. PW Insider says
yung
that
plano nga and possible next move, Shea back for another appearance to maximize the situation.
yeah. Obviously it's people know. People already know. People know the game. People know that when you get destroyed like this, you are on your way out. Jumper Ricochet is putting over Braun Breaker as the guy who's leaving. So what I didn't expect was it was this fast. Like I didn't realize na the contract was already up and they're already writing him off. So, ang bilis ng pangyayari. So, I guess more power. The contract isn't up just yet, but tawag doon, I don't think there is a development in which Ricochet is still planning to stay in WWE. But would be nice though, because he's getting the most attention he's gotten now, and sometimes you do have to threaten your employer with walking out for them to do something with you and to push you. Diba? Rowan wouldn't know. He's still in school.
I mean, I sort of know that kasi that's what people like CM Punk did before na parang he wants change, so he would demand things para mangyari yung change na yon. Pero in case parang same case na rin siguro kay Ricochet, pero you're right, there could not be a development even though it was said here in the report na parang maybe there's still a chance na he can re-sign with the WWE, pero from the looks of it, he already dropped the speed title to Andrade, and uh, with this episode on Raw, he got broken by Braun Breaker. So yeah, most probably he's gonna leave WWE now, and Braun broke him so bad now he would go to AEW or any promotion that is.
Yeah, I just want sorry. A comment here. Sorry. Since we're done talking about Ricochet, really quickly going back to
Yeah. It's still
sorry.
June, second week of June, may oras pa, which adds to the yeah, there. Yung nga, sinasabi ko na the PW Insider report adds na the contract isn't expired just yet. So baka umabot pa siya ng July. So that's why they're saying that they're thinking of maybe bringing him back one more time to just maximize the attention that Ricochet is getting. But there's also that point na during the segment itself, they actually made a deal of Samantha Irvin getting so distraught that she left her position as the ring announcer. What did you think of the way that they wrote that, knowing that it's also very much well known that she and Ricochet are engaged?
Uh, no, it made sense. Like yeah, people knew that magjowa sila, kakasal sila, so they played it really well, and they were smart to write the segment just before the main event, so that only Pat McAfee only had to do the main event uh, before the show ended.
We can move on, I guess.
Rowan, no thoughts?
No thoughts. I guess ito lang siguro yung masasabi ko. Like it did evoke emotions na oh shit. Naawa ako kay Samantha Irvin because of this beatdown, but it also gives us this idea na what if sumama siya and leave with Ricochet and move to another company. I saw a lot of speculation na that would be the case. What do you guys think?
It happens, pero I don't think she's gonna leave. I think parang, it's weird eh. She's already found a really nice spot in WWE. She figured out she got over in WWE, and I don't think she's gonna be the type to uh, let that all go just because Ricochet's leaving, diba? It's like Renee Paquette and John Moxley
Yeah.
right after John Moxley left. So she didn't leave right away with him. She left, yes, but not with him when he left. So uh, at this point, Samantha Irvin is way more pushed than Ricochet himself. So it's not a bad thing. But I think she's smart enough to know that she shouldn't give that up just because Ricochet needs to find himself or needs to find his worth in somewhere in another place.
Hindi lang yun. Think about how many other big mainstream wrestling companies have a female ring announcer. Spoiler alert, the answer is zero. Because in the last one, AEW let go of their female announcer. Diba? They let go of Dasha in that latest round of cuts
Yep.
and replaced her with Bobby Cruz
Yep.
on Collision. So,
Mm.
I don't know if there will be a place for Samantha Irvin in any other company other than WWE.
Yeah. Meron naman kasi she's
Diba?
really over. Like
All right,
it's just
let's stick around here with some news. Sorry.
Meron kasi she's really over. There is a place for her outside WWE. They would kill to have her, especially how viral given how viral she is. So you can't say that there's no place. It's more of her place is WWE right now, and she shouldn't give that up.
Okay, yeah. I stand corrected. That's a much better way of putting it. Okay, one bit of good news from outside the ring. Cody Rhodes released a video on Twitter through the Soft Ground Wrestling Twitter feed. So he committed to investing in SGW on top of fully funding a ring for them. So this is Soft Ground Wrestling in Uganda. They've gone viral over the last few months. Siguro last month ba yun or 2 months ago, we talked about Will Ospreay pledging a specific amount of money to get them a ring. And then ang daming nagsabi na if Will Ospreay already shelled out some money, why does Cody Rhodes have to shell out some money as well? Which prompted the SGW people to release yung figures nila because yung whatever money they'd gotten, they had to spend to pay people, to pay for the land that they've been wrestling on top of other expenses. And that finally, with this donation from Cody Rhodes, maybe they can finally get that ring that they sorely need.
Yeah, buti na lang that Cody is allowed to do something like this. I don't know if Vince would have allowed something to do with something like this by a WWE superstar. Lalo na kung pera naman nila, di ba? But this is a really nice gesture. Cody Raheem Rhodes giving back to the motherland. And I like that for him. You're right. Buti na lang hindi estafa yung pera. There is a lot of expenses in that's entailed when you are running your own wrestling promotion, and I think that's something we all know too well over here. And I also recently found out that magta 10 years na rin pala ang SGW. So they're not some new operation.
Wow.
They're
Wow.
not some uh they're grassroots, yes, but they're not some uh bush league operation in the metaphorical sense. That's why they're actually pretty good. That's why they're technically sound. It's just that Cody's right. They need a ring. They need a proper place to do that in, and the ground is novel. Yes, it has novelty, but it's not it. They they will probably have to change their name eventually when they get a ring. But they need a ring, and I'm glad that Cody's the one making it happen for them.
Yeah, this was a really nice gesture of Cody. Ganun din si Cody even before he returned to WWE. When he was at AEW, parang he always does this donation or like charity cause. And he always does it para sa ikabubuti ng whoever he is giving it to. And uh lalo na for a startup, well, it's not really a startup, like Ro mentioned, it's 10 years na pala, pero it's to further establish this soft ground pro wrestling, that is. And ano, they should have a proper ring, a proper training facility, and sooner baka ano, proper trainers as well.
Ro, let me ask you this. Since you actually went through, training here, diba, for the last 10 years, would you rather have been sa setup natin sa Pinas where, yeah, you weren't wrestling on the ground, but you were also just starting from scratch and had to cobble resources together? Or would you rather be in SGW where walang-wala ka, but the likes of Will Ospreay and Cody Rhodes are giving you attention?
Well, the thing about that is they got attention because they ended up being pretty athletic. Not necessarily good, but they were athletic. They went viral. That's why I made attention. Like if PWR or if local wrestling went viral for the right reasons years ago, then maybe we could have gotten like support from ano. Pero hindi rin tayo walang-wala eh, 'di ba? It's not like we were resting on the ground. It's not like we were having to make do with ourselves with the clothes on our backs, right? So I guess it's a unique set of circumstances. Would I prefer that? Well, it took them the same time as we did, so I don't know. I guess it doesn't make that much difference, other than the fact that yeah, I mean novelty in seeing these guys wrestle pretty decently on the ground, on the bare ground. So I don't know. I guess yeah. I want the easy ticket out. So I would much rather have done that and gotten big stars attention. I guess I don't know poverty porn. I guess that's how you do it. But
Damn.
well, yeah, it is what it is. Diba? That's what I mean. The whole idea of a feel good story is what the world operates on. That's how charity moves around.
Hmm. All right. Let's take our first break. When we come back, we'll talk about WWE working together with some Japanese promotions with big names. But first, a quick word from our other podcasts on the Pod Network. We got the announcement this week that Io Sky will be competing for Marigold this July against Utami Hayashishita, one of the biggest stars in the Joshi scene, who went to Marigold alongside Rossi Ogawa after he departed from Stardom. So, yung video na yan of Io in the WWE locker room was apparently shot right after her match no Monday Night Raw. So, Ro, how huge is this? And what are the implications given yung mga sabi-sabi about Rossi Ogawa at yung galawan niya?
Yeah, Rossi's never going to beat those allegations. But this is huge because WWE is serious about partnering with other companies. So we'll talk about it in a bit, but there's also a Noah partnership coming up. So big changes. We're truly not living in the McMahon era anymore. I love that. Love that for them. It's great for everyone involved. Yung mga walang nagagawa on main roster TV, they get to do something, and they get talent exchanges. So it's pretty great. I love more of this. They're finally playing the game they should have played a long time ago. Well, they did play this a long time ago, back in the 80s and 90s, but Vince walled himself off, and now AEW can't hoard the forbidden door anymore, and I really love this for WWE.
At saka this is a
Mhm.
great opportunity then WWE hasn't done in a long time. Like you said, back in the 90s, as far as I can remember, parang may partnership pa ang WWE at saka NWA. And the NWA titles are getting defended on TV. So maybe sooner or later, like a title from Noah could be defended in WWE because of this partnership.
Mhm. Since you guys already mentioned the Noah partnership, they're cooking something up. WWE and Pro Wrestling Noah, they've got a huge announcement set to happen on June 16. That is over the weekend. And that's all we know. Kasi sinabi lang na WWE and Noah are going to make a huge announcement a la Tony Khan. So do you guys have any guesses as to what this might be?
It's probably another talent exchange. Ito siguro yung ano. Obviously WWE is a bigger deal to Noah than Noah is to WWE. Ito yung balik siguro of Nakamura going over to Noah last year. So I don't know what it is, but it does sound exciting. I just don't know how if Noah comes over to WWE, I don't know how much of a uh, I don't know how much of a big deal it would be to WWE fans, pero a number of WWE alums are in Noah, specifically uh, Anthony Green and Timothy Thatcher. I don't know who else. Probably
Mm-hmm.
Simon Gotch and Sam Gradwell were there a while back. But the good thing about Noah is that they hook Western fans in with the foreigners that they have. So maybe that's gonna be something. Maybe ibabalik yung mga galing NXT sa Noah. We'll see.
Oh, my only thoughts is
Yeah, there
I
was a
like
time.
partnership.
Sorry,
Sorry.
go go go.
Okay. I like
No, no, go ahead,
partnerships
Don.
like this. I like partnerships like this. Because back in 2018 or was it 2017, there was like a partnership with WWE and New Japan just so they can bring Chris Jericho to face Kenny Omega, and like I
He
said
was gone
kanina,
from WWE already.
That
by
wasn't a
Then
then.
partnership. Oh yeah, wala na siya
ano ka
nun.
ba?
He did that on his
WWE
own with the help of Don Callis.
Vince
Okay,
would
okay.
never have done that for NJPW. This
I
isn't
stand.
the 80s anymore.
All right, I stand corrected. Kasi I was confused. Kasi alam ko Chris Jericho appeared on Raw after that Dominion, or was
He
it
did
Dominion?
not.
Wrestle Kingdom
No, it was
match.
Wrestle Kingdom and he did not appear. He left WWE by then kasi nga they didn't get the main event spot in
All
WrestleMania.
right. I stand corrected. But yeah, big deal tong partnership na to kasi between WWE and Noah, because it's an exposure for both brands anyway.
Yeah, the closest thing to WWE and New Japan sort of working together in the last 10 years was when Jushin Thunder Liger was on NXT to face Tyler Breeze.
Right.
That's it. And it was really just Jushin Thunder Liger appearing on that one takeover special. But that was really it. With Jericho, nung lumaban na siya kay Omega nung Wrestle Kingdom back in 2018, that's when we knew na for the very first time in forever, tinalikuran ni Jericho yung public statement niya na he would never wrestle for anyone not named Vince McMahon. So that's why that was a big deal all those years ago. And as Glendale points out, there was that one Jericho appearance on Raw
Raw
after
25.
the initial Omega match. But after that, wala na. We haven't really seen him since.
Wait, no, Greatest Royal Rumble.
All
That
right.
that was his
Uh,
other last.
yes. Yeah, so that was it.
Yep.
That was really it. All right. Let's go to AEW. Some more stuff outside the ring for now, at least. We got the announcement kanina on Dynamite that Shingo Takagi, the Dragon, is going to be part of the Owen Hart Cup. So this is a first in the sense na it's not an all AEW tournament at this point. Na you've got this New Japan talent, sasabay siya dun sa forbidden door timing of it all. Ro, I know you love Shingo. How excited are you rather for this?
Yeah, this is pretty good. Shingo, to the best of my knowledge, hasn't shown up in AEW just yet. He could have. I could be wrong, but that's the fact that I don't remember goes to show how he doesn't show up in AEW often, if at all. So it's gonna be big. Shingo medyo na bump off na siya sa main event scene in NJPW. So a whole bunch of other new, fresh opponents to work with. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you don't know Shingo, which I highly doubt you don't if you follow NJPW, because he was a world champion at least once in the past couple of years. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's like discovering Ishii for the first time as well. Again.
Mm-hmm. Rowan, have you been following the Owen Hart Cup and the people declaring themselves in the tournament?
Yeah, I saw Brian Danielson a couple of weeks, or was it last week na nag-declare siya. Yeah, I do like there's a New Japan guy who's in a tournament. I'm not gonna pretend here that I know Shingo Takagi, but I did research. I did my research, and yun nga nalaman ko he's a former world champion and he's been a main eventer for the past few years. Uh, I yun nga this is just to further establish na there's the Forbidden Door and the AEW and New Japan partnership. So this is gonna be, I would say, unpredictable siguro if they add more New Japan guys. Because last year it was quite predictable, like the tournament, because CM Punk made it to the finals. So maybe it's gonna be less predictable this time. Now we're gonna add newer guys that weren't in the tournament last year.
Mhm. As far as I know, hindi ko rin maalala when Shingo Takagi was on AEW TV. The only connection I could think of is him doing Japanese commentary for Dynamite nung
Yun,
pandemic,
yeah,
like
yeah.
right when they
That's pretty
started
much it.
yung AEW and Japan connection. But that was it. That was all I remember. All right, let's take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about Liv Morgan's hotel room keycard and all of the drama surrounding that. Plus, Cody Rhodes appearing on NXT and our Clash at the Castle predictions. But first, a quick word from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. All right, let's talk about the key card. Liv Morgan gave Dirty Dom Mysterio her hotel room key card. Then pinag-uusapan nila sa Judgment Day. And then we saw that scene of them getting in a huddle and Finn Balor being all stealthy and grabbing the key card. So anong binabalak ni Finn dito? Is he trying to make his own moves kay Liv? Or is he taking one for the team and trying to keep Dom as far away from Liv as possible?
I think he was just keeping Dom away from the hotel room and Carlito away from the hotel room. So I don't think
Carlito
I don't think it's
consentidor
much of a mystery. I don't think it's much of a mystery. I think he knew now. Okay, if they left it there, someone was gonna take it, or Dom might have been tempted to take it. So he was being the dad here and uh, doing the right thing for everyone. You know, I think that's it. I don't think there's too much into it.
Malay niyo, ibabalik niya kay Liv.
So
No,
probably.
I'm kidding. Pero a lot of people are actually speculating na, ano, maybe Finn is working Liv to be part of the Judgment Day. Parang ganon. And in that process, maybe kick
Why?
out Dom. That's what I read. For like what people are speculating. I don't know why people wanted that, pero I completely disagree.
Yeah, people have some weird theories online.
Mm. Yeah, I've been seeing this clip over and over on wrestling Twitter and wrestling Reddit. Kaya rin gusto ko pag-usapan because it's very interesting how they made a point to show us na Finn grabbed the key and that he did it in such a stealthy way, 'di ba? Patago talaga yung pagkuha niya. What do you think about Carlito's involvement in all of this? Na slowly he's really ingratiated himself dito sa Judgment Day, much like JD McDonough sometime last year. Parang ito na, I think Carlito's earning his keep. Do you like him here in the Judgment Day?
I don't. I still wish that he would go on his own, but at the same time, if you go out on your own, you're just gonna get lost in a shuffle. Tapos you'll find yourself in WWE Speed or whatever have you. So I guess whatever gets him TV time. This is a lot more than he was working with nung sa LWO, diba? So
Yeah,
uh the
it's
whole
actually sorry.
the whole idea of doing more stuff on Raw because it's 3 hours long. I guess it works out better for Carlito. Um, I don't know. It's not the best pairing, but I guess they needed the other the other veteran presence. Mas veteran pa kay Finn.
Yeah, yeah. Ako naman, I thought it's weird
Mhm.
na kakalis niya lang from another stable, then he would join to another stable. But because that would be like Danny Zamora leaving Hassel and then he would join Oro
No,
Plata
it's
Mata.
because
Pero de,
no. It's because I have to explain it to you. It's because he knows that without a group, without a gang, LWO would jump him because he betrayed them. That's why he was. That's the entire story of him sucking up the Judgment Day.
yeah, well, I'm about to go there. Pero bukod dun, I also thought na Carlito joining the Judgment Day could also mean na parang he wants to be more appreciated. Kasi back when he was in LWO, he wanted to tag with Ray, pero Ray just tagged with someone who hasn't been in the LWO for a minute. And kaya niya binetray din si Ray. So part of Carlito is probably like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna join the Judgment Day. I'll slowly work my way here and then be part of this stable, so that because I need another family that can actually appreciate me. Parang ganun.
I don't know, man. That's probably your headcanon, pero Carlito's actions don't really say or imply, I want to be appreciated. It's more of, I need a group to watch my back.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly what.
I don't know, just, character motivations and all.
Oh.
Ito si Albert, comment niya about the Judgment Day. He says they've become really stale and he doesn't know why. I don't know, dude. Kasi for me, this is as interesting as they've become in quite some time, given the whole Dirty Dom and Liv relationship drama.
No, I get what Albert's saying. Parang hindi ko na siya tinutune in masyado. Like, it's nice that there's something else. They found something to do without Rhea, pero the group did kind of jump the shark. Like, I was waiting for them to turn on Damian Priest, and they still haven't done that. And that was what I was waiting for. That was the most interesting thing I wanted to see them do, and they didn't do that kasi in the injury si Rhea, diba? And they've been teasing it for months, almost a year now, and they still haven't pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it stale. Diba? It's yeah, the soap opera surrounding Dom, Liv, and Rhea. That's the fun part. Pero the rest, they're just there. They're just supporting players to this. And uh I don't know. They're finding their way. They're finding their roles in the story, pero it's still not as compelling to me than it was like half a year ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Ikaw, Rowan, what do you think?
Uh I don't think Judgment Day is stale. I think there are times na unwatchable ang segments nila, pero like I still enjoy whatever they do in the ring. But as far as story goes, I think they're pretty doing well.
All right. Let's go to NXT, where the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes made an appearance and he shared a moment with Trick Williams. And then siya na rin yung nag-announce na there will be a 25-man battle royal on next week's episode to determine Trick Williams' number one contender at NXT Heatwave in Toronto come Money in the Bank weekend. And then yung pinaka tumatak sa sinabi ni Cody Rhodes is that there will be some people you're not familiar with because they come from different locker rooms. And then ito na, people have been speculating. TNA talent, TNA crossover, Joe Hendry. Who are you expecting to come out of this?
I don't want to. I don't want to speculate because things like this, it can be anyone. I'd rather much be surprised. I just want to see who shows up. That's the beauty of these. Ano I mean, that's a whole hook of the Royal Rumble. It's not because you want to see people get tossed over. It's partly because you want to see who gets the WrestleMania shot, but it's really mostly because you want to see who the surprises are. Kaya may nagagalit na walang surprise entry, diba? So, but the fact that I wish he didn't have to spoil the fact that different locker rooms, but I get it as well. It's the hook, the promotion for to tune into next week's episode. But I think they also could have achieved the same thing with a well placed online internet rumor, diba? So yeah, I don't want to speculate on who it is. I don't have any guesses. Could be former WWE talent na in TNA, could be completely different or completely fresh TNA talent that we've never seen before in WWE programming. Could be anyone. So I don't want to guess, and I'd just rather be taken on the ride.
You know it's funny because
Ikaw, Rowan.
Hindi ko agad naisip na it could be people from TNA. Ang naisip ko agad, it's probably gonna be 5 wrestlers from Raw, 5 wrestlers from SmackDown, and then the rest are like from NXT. I forgot the fact na there's partnership pala with TNA. So yeah, maybe TNA stars would show up, and could be Matt Hardy, Joe Henry, or yun na nga, baka ang ipapakita lang nila is like an alumni from WWE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. should be fun for Trick Williams as we head towards the build for Heatwave, which when you think about it, it's only like 3 or 4 weeks away because it's on the first weekend of July. All right, let's take one more break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about Clash at the Castle Scotland. That is our big PLE this weekend, Sunday, 2 a.m. Manila time. But first, a quick word from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. All right, Clash at the Castle Scotland is this weekend. If you're going to watch on Disney Plus, it is only available live. Cue everybody mad at Disney Plus again. Wala tayong magagawa. This is the world we live in. If you want to catch Clash at the Castle on demand, kanya-kanyang ano na yan, diskarte na yan. All right? Again, 2 a.m. Manila time on Sunday. So walang tulugan Master Showman for those who want to catch it live. We've got 5 matches on the card. We're going to go through them one by one and talk about some developments that have also happened in those respective storylines and feuds heading into those matches. We're going to start with the triple threat for the Women's Tag Team Championship. It is Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending against Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler and the Unholy Union. So, medyo sad yung development nito outside the ring because if you haven't been updated, may balita na lumabas right after Raw that Alba Fire or Kaylee Ray, however you want to refer to her parents were in Florida visiting on holiday, and then na-aksidente yung parents niya. Her father survived, but her mother succumbed to her injuries. So first of all, condolences to the family of Alba Fire. You know, nobody wants to go through a tragedy like that. And then it's such bad timing because I'm sure na Alba Fire and Isla Dawn being the hometown kids, diba, so to speak, in this match, it would have been a great moment for them to wrestle in Scotland in front of their families and friends. And now, dala-dala ni Alba Fire itong pagluluksa na to heading into this match if she and Isla Dawn will even still be in this match at all. So it's just such a heavy thing to talk about. Rowan, given everything, do you think Alba Fire and Isla Dawn will still be in this match?
Yeah, actually, sila nga yung nasa prediction ko. I think the Unholy Union is gonna win. And this is gonna be a weird take, pero I see Bianca and Jade being the tag team champions, and it's just gonna be temporary. Pero I think it's early for them to lose the title, but at the same time, it's also the perfect time for them to drop it. So I want them to drop the title to the Unholy Union because not only because they're in Scotland, pero Alba Fire's mother, who tragically passed away, is a matter of fact. And there are rare instances in WWE na parang if a family member of a wrestler passes away, they would get sympathy. And with that said, parang bibigyan sila ng title opportunity or title victory. So example is like when Owen Hart died, his best friend Jeff Jarrett had to win the IC title for him. Parang ganun. So that's what I see with the Unholy Union.
Yeah, kind of agree. I think no matter what happened, I think Zoe and Shayna were there to eat the pin regardless. So I don't know how much of a consolation this is going to be for Alba Fire. I don't know if winning a championship in Scotland will change things. I mean, what is a championship to losing your mother, right? It's a nice gesture, but you're right. Will they even be there? Will they still do the match? It's big. It's historic. It's two Scottish women wrestling in Scotland. But will Alba Fire be able to do this? And it's totally understandable if she doesn't, because it's huge. It's a huge loss for her and her family. Um, okay, let's assume that they are doing this. Let's assume that the match goes on as planned. And although wala pa namang announcement, it's Thursday already. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday. It's Thursday morning in the U.S. they could still announce whether or not the Unholy Union will be competing. But let's say they
Or
do.
sorry. Alternatively, pwedeng i-replace muna si Alba Fire if that would be the
With
case.
who? Who are
I
you
don't
gonna
know,
replace
Nikki
her with?
Cross? I don't know.
I guess.
I'd
Nikki
say no.
Cross is the only Scottish wrestler na babae who's not booked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yun nga, like anybody
Before you
can.
interrupted me, Rowan, before you interrupted
Sorry,
me, I
sorry.
was gonna say, nah, yeah. If this matters, if this championship match still matters to Alba Fire by the time they get to Clash, then you're right. People are right. Nah, would be nice to have her have a nice moment with the championships, whatever good it will do for her heart and soul. So, buti na lang andyan buti na lang triple threat siya. So, that's how you do it, I guess.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's kind of weird talking about this. So, speaking for the podcast, all I really want is for Alba Fire to be in the right headspace. So whether or not she competes this weekend in Scotland, yung priority pa rin is her emotional and mental well-being, especially at this time. So, again, we just wish her and her family a lot of strength, throughout this very troubling time. All right. Moving on to the next match, Intercontinental Championship match between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. Finally, my one-on-one na. Is this where the Creed brothers come out? And does Chad Gable finally get his moment here?
He should. I mean, God, I know. Otis already pledged his allegiance to Chad Gable despite everything. So, what good will it be if he finally doesn't win? If he still doesn't win, this everything that has happened is building up to Chad Gable winning. So, let's pull the trigger already.
Yeah. Sayang naman yung stories last week, or that had been written for the past few weeks, for the past few months. Tapos matatalo lang si Chad Gable. Like, they might as well pull the trigger na, oh, he's gonna win the title and bring out the Creeds as his new allies. Kasi clearly he's just manipulating yung Alpha Academy. And he will build a new Alpha Academy with the Creed brothers. So yeah, same lang with Ro. I'm going with Gable.
What do you guys think about the heel chase? The fact now we've been getting Chad Gable, who is an undisputed heel. Siya yung nag-chase, diba? Normally, it's the babyface like Sammy, diba? Or like Chad before the heel turn, yung nag-chase for the championship.
And yeah, you're right. It's a heel chase, pero there's still a babyface element. In the supporting part of the story. Like there's Otis, there's Tozawa, there's Maxine. So they babyface chase, and whether or not are they finally gonna leave the Alpha Academy and follow Sammy's advice? Union chasing. I think that's a babyface chase here in the story.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Next up, you've got the I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Raheem Rhodes defends against AJ Styles. So, yun pala yung point na nag-fake retirement si AJ so that Cody could say na you get to say the words that you should have said last week, I quit. So, who says I quit here?
AJ Styles retires for real.
Why is this
Oh
giving
my.
Rock versus Mankind finish o kaya yung John Cena versus you're gonna play of Cody saying I quit? Kasi he said that a couple of weeks ago. Do you think that would be the case, and then they would have AJ win for a few
No.
seconds?
Why? Why would you give the heel the dusty finish? You give
'Cause that
faces the
happened
dusty
before.
finish. Yeah, pero why now? Edi inasar mo pa yung mga tao.
I
So
thought of
Cody's
the
gonna
same too.
win.
Like, it's not a good thing to do, pero it's a possibility.
Why would you bring up the possibility? What is the reason for this? You're bringing up the possibility, so tell us why. Why would this happen?
Just because Cody on his promo a couple of weeks ago, uh he said you're gonna say the words I quit, like and
Just because he
maybe they
said
would
those things.
grab that.
Just
Yes,
because he
and they
said
would
those
grab
words,
that
we're gonna use it.
they would grab that clip and then they would have Cody say it. Malay mo. Pero I
Why
mean,
nga?
I wouldn't want
Why?
that to happen, by the way.
Why? Why would they do that? Well, give me a reason why they would do that. Why they would pull that narrative decision. No, give me a reason. I want to
Okay.
hear it.
Well, I just
Don't give
don't
me your just
see
because. Give me a reason.
I don't see AJ losing and then quit for real in WWE. Pero parang I just want
Just
him to
because he says
win
I
like
quit doesn't mean he'll quit
just like this.
WWE. He's just quitting to quit the match.
Yeah.
But you said he was gonna quit WWE.
All right, that was my bad, but yeah, I want AJ to win because
Oh,
uh
yun yung dahilan. Oh, you naman
okay.
pala eh. You want AJ to win.
All right,
You should
you
have
got
just
me,
told
man.
that.
You got me, man.
Oh,
There's
okay.
nothing wrong with wanting AJ to win, Rowan. You could have just said it outright. Okay lang
You
yun.
say
If you're
bringing up a,
tired of Cody's championship reign, that's fine.
yeah, I should
I'm
have
not
said
really
that
tired with
first.
I wasn't really tired with Cody's title reign, pero like I just want something impossible or like be a possible thing to happen.
Okay, so edge sword ka is what you're saying.
No.
Yeah, sure. That's a reason. I was
Whatever.
just looking for the reason. You brought up this weird possibility, this weird finish that has no reason of happening, and then you gave me the reason. Yun. Yun yung sagot.
Yep, we got it.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. Next match. Another hometown girl in Piper Niven challenges Bailey this time for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, admittedly, medyo minadali, but we already discussed this weeks ago na it's Scotland. Piper Niven is Scottish. Let's have her go up against Bailey for the championship here. Does Piper Niven stand a chance to beat Bailey though?
It's not gonna happen, but I do want Piper Niven to win. I'm a big Piper Niven fan. But syempre, not everyone who is from Scotland is gonna win in Scotland. So it is what it is. Bailey's gonna defend, retain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going with Bailey too. Kasi, I mean, despite being impressed with Piper's performance for the past few weeks on SmackDown, she's really impressive, and I was convinced that she could win. Pero I don't want to see it yet. Maybe soon. But I want to see Bailey retain. There's a perfect person for her to drop the title.
Okay. And may names ka ba na gustong i-ally for that? Or parang there's someone
Uh,
else, I just don't know who that is yet.
I just don't know who that is yet. Pero sige, let's try. Maybe Bianca or Jade.
It was
Mhm.
probably Nia
Or
Jax.
Okay.
She did win.
That's fine.
or
She
yeah,
did win
Nia
three.
Jax. Yeah. Oh, pag sakto na pag SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nia Jax has been making her presence felt din naman, di ba, in this feud. Pinaalam niya kina Bailey and Piper Niven na I'm just here waiting for SummerSlam. So whichever one of you comes out of Scotland, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
All right. The main event, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Does this Scottish person win?
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Drew.
Okay, that's harsh. But what are we doing here if we're not having Drew win in Scotland? I think this was the entire thing, the entire reason why he re-signed with WWE to get his
I, I
magical moment at home.
I just feel CM Punk will screw him again.
Okay.
I mean,
Why?
I
Tell
mean,
me
it
why.
depends if it depends if Punk is cleared na. Nah, I think Drew is still wait not I think Drew has been like still throwing pot shots at CM Punk. So baka as a karma he gets screwed by Punk again. Like what happened? Did he got screwed again? Diba? Like after Mania, is that right?
Yeah,
Right?
at
Yeah.
Mania.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
Mania and
the
then
Raw
I
after
think
Mania.
after
Yeah,
Raw
okay.
after
So why?
Mania.
Why do you think Drew doesn't deserve to win here?
Okay, just to be clear, I want Drew to win,
But
or like
he said he's not
he
gonna win.
deserves,
So
but he deserves to win. This is gonna be a moment for him. But uh, I just want Damien to win because parang CM Punk will return just to screw Drew McIntyre. Uh, Drew could win it in another perfect event. Just not Scotland. I don't know.
I know,
May
so may
ibang
mas
perfect
perfect
event
pa.
pa ba? You're in Scotland, bro.
I don't.
May
I
mas
don't know,
perfect
man.
pa. WrestleMania in Scotland. So that's what you're waiting for when that finally happens.
Yeah, maybe,
That's the
maybe
most
yeah,
perfect
sooner.
moment for Drew McIntyre to win.
But si
Hindi,
babyface
tsaka
producer
I
Jasper
want,
tinatanong ko, how is this not perfect, Rowan? How?
tsaka hindi, tsaka not Drew. Damian Priest has to be established even further. I think he needs a few more months to
I
become
think
a
he's
world.
pretty established right now. I don't know.
I, I mean,
He did
ako
the
hindi pa
thing.
ako bored sa title reign niya. That's why I just want him to lose yet.
So you want Damon Priest to okay, so that's the reason. You want Damon Priest to retain because he needs to establish himself further. Sorry, Drew, but the perfect moment is not perfect because Damon Priest has to establish
Even
himself
though he's
first.
sort of established already. Yeah.
That
Wow.
sucks to be Drew then.
It sucks to be Drew McIntyre in
Yeah.
Rowan Camacho's world. Kasi in
Oh,
Rowan
my.
Camacho's world, Clash at the Castle in Scotland in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship isn't gonna happen, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, hindi naman kasi pwede laging yung cliche na
So no
the hometown hero
so nobody in
will
Scotland wins
win.
in Scotland.
Oh, we're gonna have a
Not
pay-per-view
all
in
the
Scotland.
time.
So ang Scottish person
be,
naman nanalo.
No, it will be an overkill if we give the victory. It will be an overkill if we give everyone the win.
We
From
weren't giving
Scotland.
everyone the win. We just
Yeah,
wanted
but
one Scottish person
yun na
to
nga,
win in Scotland. Man, that sucks.
Rowan,
Sucks to be-
Ager's right here. If Drew loses, Scotland will riot.
like
They
they're gonna
almost
do
rioted when
like they're gonna do
no,
something.
they almost rioted when Drew lost in Wales. So, was it sa
Yeah,
Wales
are
pa
you
yun?
willing na magwala?
Oo nga.
Jesus
Are
Christ.
you willing for them? Are you willing to risk them rioting in Scotland in the castle?
Yeah,
If
like
you
they're gonna
were
do
the one
that.
running the show, you're willing to risk that.
Like they're gonna do that. Come on, man.
Okay. So
Oh,
you
you
are
don't
willing
know?
to sacrifice. You're willing to sacrifice the goodwill of your
Okay,
company.
so
to
yeah,
say,
Damien
no,
Priest.
say it. Say it. Okay, say it. Say it with your chest. Damien Priest wins in
Again, sorry.
Rowan's world. Say it with your chest. Damien Priest wins
All right. Damien Priest wins in Rowan Camacho's world.
in Scotland. In Drew's
Alright.
hometown.
All right.
Okay. All right, Rowan. Thank you for saying that with conviction and belief. That's it. Those are our
Pasasayawin niyo
Clash
ba
at
ako
the
pagka
Castle
nanalo si
Scotland
Drew?
predictions. Hey, you brought that up. Wala kami sinabi. But
Oh,
now,
wala kami
are we gonna hold him
sinasabi.
to it?
You're gonna have to
Oh,
sing
chat,
American
let us
Pie.
know. Ano, pasasayawin ba natin si Rowan sa next
Gagi,
live
wag.
wrestling podcast get-together?
Oh,
Let us
sasayaw
know.
ka ng ting ting
Let us
tang
know kung
tang
anong
ting
magiging
para
consequence ni Rowan.
O
para
basta
magalit
kasama ko si
Emil.
Emil.
Magalit si Emil.
Hindi, ikaw lang. Emil is not here. Don't drag
Yeah.
Emil in here.
God damn it, man.
Emil is
Oo nga.
resting peacefully at home.
Siya yung una ko hinayad, boy.
He didn't make this
All right,
boneheaded prediction of Drew McIntyre losing in Scotland.
Rowan, you're the one who's putting your foot in your mouth at this point. You're bringing all these things up. Unprompted, mind you. Unprompted. Ito, maganda. Mula kay Julian. Lola Vice dance for Rowan sa next watch party or event.
Fuck that.
Get ready to shake. Oh, sexy red twerking.
Oh,
yun
yun.
na.
Yun yung choices
You
mo.
wanted,
Lola
you
Vice
wanted
or
a
Sexy
punishment.
Red.
You wanted a punishment. That's the punishment.
It has
No,
been
fuck that.
decreed
I'm gonna
on the
no-show.
Wrestling podcast. Uy, wala kang key magsabi niyan, ha? ASH ka pa rin. All right. Hit us up on Twitter with your reactions, your comments dito sa predictions namin at Wrestling2XPod on Twitter and on TikTok. We've got another audio-only episode coming out next Monday as part of our Wrestling Fan 101 mini-series. For episode 3, pag-uusapan natin yung tanong na, or yung sagot sa tanong na, why do you still watch even if wrestling is fake? And I say that with air quotes, obviously. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to get into some plugs as well. Ro, new episode of Unmasked this Friday.
Yes, sir. If you haven't heard the shock drop from last Friday, go check that
Congrats,
out. Now,
by the way.
Unmasked. Thank you. Unmasked: The Chronicles of Roman and Sandata. It's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I am still figuring out how to get to the other platforms, but hey, those are the platforms that people listen on. So, yun. New episode dropping tomorrow, 9 a.m. Friday. It's going to be about Path of Gold 2017, or the first ever Path of Gold event, standalone event that we had in PWR. Right. Dark Ops, we reviewed everything before you got on. So next time, please join us at 7 p.m. Uh, Also, please go buy Dexcon WrestleStorm over on dexcon.helixpay.ph, dexcon.helixpay.ph. It's in two parts. They are really, really affordable. If you were not able to go to the show in March, this is the opportunity to go catch what you missed.
Ikaw, Rowan, any plugs?
Yeah, just read our reviews. I'll be doing my SmackDown review as always, and the rest of us have TNA and AEW and other WWE shows.
All right. For me, nothing really to plug other than Pinoy wrestling fans, check your emails. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Pala.
Yes. If you love your Pinoy wrestling, check your emails.
I got
All right.
mine.
That's going to do it for us here on the Wrestling Podcast live stream. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us for another fun time here. Make sure to follow us individually at Monday Night Rowan, at Rowiswar, at EML_Meister, at Chino Supersized, and at _Stan C. Thank you very much to Babyface producer Jasper and the rest of the Pod Network for all of the work that they do behind the scenes. And we're going to catch you next week for our weekend reactions, picks of the week, and another live stream. For now, though, on behalf of Ro Moran and Rowan ASH, as well as Emil Nate and Chino Liao, who are not here, my name is Stan C, saying, Go Celtics! One last win, puta! And Wrestling Podcast out. Later, Outcasts.
Peace.